So not only is the barrier to entry for government to get this information on you so super low, but even that $10,000 they're using to pay FOG to get access to it is, guess what? Your tax dollars. They're using your own money
to
spy on you.
It's Facebook FOG time. And as weird as that sounds, the fog of war, you're asking, David? What is this fog? What is this fog? It's almost like they named their company after the fog of war.
Yeah.
Did I accidentally stumble upon
I think you did.
A little truffle of truth?
You did.
A truth truffle, if I can coin a phrase?
So what we're bringing you today is an article from the Electronic Frontier Foundation, which was published at the end of August this year, so a few months ago. And, well, this was recorded in the first week of December 2022, and so this was from August. And what they're writing about is a company called FOG Data Science. And if I could nutshell TLDR, this little Epstein didn't kill himself segment for you, think of FOG data as kind of like the middleman for your information flowing from your activity on your generally smartphones, but it could be computers, whatever. But any app you participate with, whether it be Twitter, or the use of your phone, text messages, Facebook, any other social media app on your phone, that data that we're all aware of, that those companies and those apps are constantly collecting on you, they don't sell that data directly to the government necessarily, but FOG data says, we'll take it from you. We'll put it in a nice little package, put a bow on it, and we'll sell it to your local police department so they can track you. So Facebook's hands are clean. They're not selling your dirty data directly to the police department, but FOG Data Science is doing exactly that.
What else do they have to do? Do you have to name a company Dick? Direct, integrated, citizens cucking? I know cuck is it'd be DICC, but it'd still be Dick. It's like the Patriot Act. They used to name it the opposite. Now they're just naming it what it is. It's like FOG. Like, what is it? I'm assuming it's an acronym for something.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that in the article, but David's mention of the Patriot Act is jumping the shark a little bit in the sense that is the Epstein moment. I mean, there's much more than just the Patriot Act. You know, the U.S. government has been using underhanded methods to spy on American citizens for much, much longer than the Patriot Act. They just, kind of turned it up to 11. So I was going to read just a couple short paragraphs from this article, but you can get the rest of it at wdpodcast.com/123, or in the description on these videos. But before I do that, David, did you have anything else you wanted to say before I just read a couple paragraphs from this article?
Fuck Facebook.
Yes.
There you go.
So
it is what you thought it was. Anyway,
the first one kind of gives an overview of what FOG data science is, and then the second one is going to tell you basically how this function works that we've been describing to you. So the first one about what FOG data science is. So the company, and this is a quote from the article, the company has claimed in marketing materials that it has, quote, billions of data points about over, quote, 250 million devices, and that its data can be used to learn about where its subjects work, live, and associate. FOG sells access to this data via a web application called FOG Reveal. That lets customers point and click to access detailed histories of regular people's lives. This panoptic surveillance apparatus is offered to state highway patrols, local police departments, and county sheriffs across the country for, get this, less than $10,000 a year. So not only is the barrier to entry for government to get this information on you so super low, but even that $10,000 they're using to pay FOG to get access to it is, guess what? Your tax dollars. They're using your own money
to
spy on you. I mean, there's no shocker there, but
okay, here's the human moment within this. You know that they're doing what you thought they were doing. Will you delete it off your phone? will you uninstall it? Will you take that grievance upon yourself by being removed from that particular social construct or being removed from all those platitudes that it offers for your own safety?
Well, but here's the thing. We're hitting Facebook and they deserve it, but it's not just
everything.
Facebook. It's every social media app you can think of. And even if not that, it's using the geolocation feature of your phone.
Google
itself.
Your
if you keep a phone in your
email.
pocket for no other reason than to, let's say you have a teenage son or daughter and you want them to have a phone so that you can contact them if you're worried about where they're at, what happened, yada, yada, yada. If you're just using your phone for nothing but that, but it is a modern smartphone, you are probably being tracked through this application, which is then being shared with your local police department.
You know what fucks me up every month? At the end of every month, I get an email from in my Gmail account from Google.
Oh, Google
Maps.
is another one of the apps that they get data from. Anyway, sorry.
It tells me where I've gone throughout the month.
Fog has that information about you, and then therefore also so does your local police department.
It's like we know where you went.
Do you feel bad about where you went?
It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I don't even remember where I went. Like, maybe I went to a sketchy neighborhood. Maybe I cheated on my wife. Don't tell her. Anyway, all I'm saying is that I don't even remember where I went that whole month, but Google does.
Right.
Which means that everyone does if they really want to know. That's a problem. And if you're one of those motherfuckers that says, I don't care. I have nothing to hide. Wait until this next segment. And I tell you what, there's no amount of virtue that's going to save you from where we're going. Everybody's a criminal until they're not. Dane, any last comments on this?
Yes. So the second paragraph and the last one that I'm going to read from the article, and like I said, you can read the full one on your own. Just come to our various platforms to find the link. This is basically how it works. Quote, in materials provided to law enforcement, FOG states that it has access to a, quote, near real-time database of billions of geolocation signals derived from smartphones. It sells subscriptions to a service which the company usually billed as, quote, FOG Reveal, that lets law enforcement look up location data in its database through a website. The smartphone signals in FOG's database include latitude, longitude, timestamp, and a device ID. The company can access historical data reaching all the way back to June of 2017. So here's the thing. Here's the key takeaway. We already gave you the Epstein moment. This really got turned up to 11 with the Patriot Act. Obviously Snowden and the NSA spying was derivative of the Patriot Act. But the government has been doing this for a long period of time. This is nothing new. The tools they have at their disposal now, like FOG data science, really
would have made Stalin come in his pants.
Yes, exactly. And they have no qualms about using it. And like I said, the key takeaway, here's where we go from theory and hypotheticals to actual practice. Here's what this really means. First of all, Fourth Amendment right to unreasonable search, be protected from unreasonable search and seizures, to make law enforcement actually have to get a warrant to spy on you and get information from you before they can do it. That's out the window. This is all warrantless surveillance, right? So first of all, Fourth Amendment is basically nothing more than an ink blot in the Constitution from here forward. Second of all, your First Amendment right to free speech and other rights that people don't often associate with the First Amendment but are there is your right to redress your grievances with your government. What does this mean? This means if you want to attend a protest, right? If you want to go to a Black Lives Matter protest and protest police violence, well, the police know that you were there and they can come and harass you because they know that you were there. And if you want to protest anything else, whether it's January 6th or a BLM riot,
I like that you brought that up, by the way.
In either case, if you were there, the police are using this to find out that you were there to harass you later. So any First Amendment right that you actually have to redress your grievances with your government is purely illusory because now you risk being a target of your local police department because they don't like what you went and protested. That's where this goes. It renders the Constitution essentially completely inert. And, they're just doing it for the low
And if you
fee of
think-
$10,000 a year of
if-
your money.